everyone. Welcome. How you doing? Allow me to do this thing that Christopher always forgets to do. Ah, what a guy. Yep, what a guy. Keeps on forgetting things. Yeah, you're forgetting all these things, Christopher. Oh, it's so true. What's up, everyone? Who we got here? We got Mechanized Imposter, we got Source, we got Sarcastic Grandpa, we got Paint Liquor, T. Schmidt, Blood Walrus, Rattle Can, Dead Nerve, Flapjack Nickelsack.
What did I not do?
Kennethard. You didn't turn on the Twitch chat.
Did.
No, you didn't.
I did. Yeah.
No, you didn't pull up.
100%
You didn't pull it up on Chrome.
Do not. No. I did it.
They can't hear you.
Doesn't matter.
Baby J throwing sushi under the bus.
You can see me pointing at the camera.
You sup? Don't like this new time? Go back to the old one. I don't know about anybody else, but I've got one paint on my palette. That is right. That's the right way to do it. For right now, at least. Hello everyone. We got Sugar Rush here, Panic Bomb, PK, Gates of Paint, Game Delay, good old Game Ed Elay. How you guys doing? It's Tuesday, everyone. We've arrived. It is probably going to be short for me, because I'm probably going to be out of here at around 3. But I think if everything comes together as one might expect, Jason, Mr. Slow Fuse himself, may be taking y'all through the remainder of the afternoon. All the way through the 4 o'clock time. Jen will not be here today. She has stuff going on through the end of the afternoon. But your very own Baby J is here for you. Do we keep watching An Empty Room Without You? Yes. My favorite Primarch is, in fact, Alfarius. Because he could be any Primarch. Horus is pretty great. Except he's not great. Any idea when we will hear about new products from Monument Hobbies? Trying to give you guys more money. Well, Mikhail, if you have not heard already, we just released our brand new spankin' delicious, but not edible, spray primers. So we have 3 different colors. We've got the black primer, got white primer, and we've got gray. And then we also have a delicious but not edible clear matte varnish. So these are brand new. As long as you are in the United States, the lower 48, you can currently order these. We are working on some solutions for those of you who are not a resident of the lower 48. Unfortunately, these cannot go on an airplane because they're aerosol cans. And turns out pressurization does not work great for things like this. So we have to send them via ground. Which, as you might imagine, is not really a great solution for doing international shipping. Nor is it great for doing distribution in the easiest ways. I have the black primer so far, with plans on picking up the other 3 here soon. Nice. Black has been great for the bases I've been working on. Love the matte finish. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear it. You are in the right place for hearing about new stuff. Jason teased some new stuff last week on one of our streams. We also have some. You might notice some cool things that are available for pre-order through colorforge-na.com that are also pretty cool, that are also fulfilled by us here in the United States. You can check that out too. Alright, let me dump these over there. So just spit it out. Do it anyway, you'll get the ground faster. That's funny. You went out and bought 6 more today. Metagames in Springfield. Bring my total to 34 colors. Nice. Yeah, the nozzle's great on these things. What? What? Shut your face, Christmas Suchi. Look at you. Get out of here. This guy. This Christmas Suchi guy. Tell me I'm doing it wrong. We're answering a bunch of questions. We've got a lot of questions right now, so I want to stop and answer questions real quick. So, Mikhail, so the you should check out colorforge-na.com. You are able to get ColorForge in the US now. There are some colorful primers. Freaking heck, this time change. Alright, we're gonna get to painting. We got letting this guy dry a little bit more, but we've got the wonderful robot that we're gonna start painting. Question time: how are baby paints made? No idea. Those don't exist. You obviously got it wrong. What's up, Cannibalistic Zombie? Pop Chicken. For the monthly challenge, are there limits on how much you can desaturate the color? Also, am I allowed to include metallic silvers? Nope. Trying to figure out if I can paint some Battletech with this or not. The whole model must be painted with one color. You may mix in white and or black. So that's it. If your choice is metallic silver, then that is the only color that you get. I would make the argument that you should pick a color, not a metallic. Kenneth, yeah. The bases too. The whole thing. The whole model. I would say no metallics. That's my thing that I'm sticking to right here. Yeah, you can add Noosh and you can add glaze and wash medium because those are clear mediums. Hello, Wad. Good afternoon to you, sir. Happy day. You paint C3PO? Nice. All right. Let's find a good color of silver to start with here. So, we got a lot of greens and browns. So I'm going to pick... Hey, you relax. Guys, you have one color. That's it. That's all you're allowed. I want some brown. Do a little bit of transparent brown. And then we're going to get some gray. We're just going to go we'll go warm gray. All right, so we're starting with this color. I actually want to add some blue here, so we're going to take some sky blue. I read we have to have no straight black or white on the model, so you could have to completely cover whatever color you use. Yes. Those are two different colors that are not the primary color that you picked. Take some of this out here. Put this on the model. Did I mix silver with sky blue? No, I did not. Good afternoon. Whoa, Shard, what's up, man? How are you? What is going on? Hoosiers, I need a nap. Why do you need a nap, friend? All right, there we go. When using douche, do I need to let it cure for a bit before removing? When I tried using it for the first time, my sponge basically removed all the douche I applied and didn't get the pin wash effect. So remember, when you're trying to do pin washing, first off, it's not a technique that is specifically intended for pin washing. It can give you a similar type of effect, but that is not what you are going to be doing with the model. right? So, for example, you use an oil wash and do pin washes with an oil wash because the surface tension of the mixture that you have made is really, really high. So it will flow into the recesses. For you to get that kind of surface tension with a mixture like Noosh, you would end up removing all of the beneficial properties of Noosh in the process. And the whole idea is that Noosh is supposed to make it last longer and stay open longer. The more water you mix into it, the less of that effect you will retain. So the key is to use, you can mash all the paint into the recesses. And I say mash, I mean specifically put the paint into those recesses and then remove it. But it won't flow into the recesses the way that I think you might be expecting it to. You hate it when people format spreadsheets by highlighting the entire column. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point, Campbell. Cannibalistic. I've never thought about that before, but I can see how that would be a huge pain in the butt. So I'm starting with this kind of green gray as a base because it's similar in color and hue to the rest of what we've already painted on the model. Yeah, the other thing with Nuge is it's one of those types of products that really benefits you spending a lot of time with it and just trial and erroring the heck out of it, right? Just try a bunch of weird stuff. And I think a lot of the time you get really excited about some of the really cool results that you're able to get out of it. It's a brand new type of product. It's not anything that's ever really existed before. So outside of the normal uses that we designed it for, we're even still discovering some cool, unique utilizations of it ourselves, which is awesome. So you see I'm kind of just putting a bunch of color, some kind of brown grays, some green grays. The cooler grays I'm keeping at the highlights here, because I want that bluishness to be that kind of highlight spot. Man, this is gonna look really cool. Having the contrast between the reflective robot and the much more, smooth skin of the human. Yeah, I think this model is super duper cool. I was really excited about it before, but now I'm kind of sketching out this non-metallic metal. I'm really stoked about it. I'm also gonna put some of this on the hips down here, because this would also be catching some of that light. Having the recesses damp helps it flow more. Interesting. And the noosh gives some 2 origin time. I don't know. I must be using whiting to do internal glow on. Oh, nice. Nice. That's cool. Shard, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. There's a project that I want to do after this that I think I'm gonna use a lot of noosh on, and I'm super stoked about it. If we can make it happen, which I think we can. And I'm excited to hopefully have that opportunity. Just kind of throwing the sketches in there. What's up, Gosu? How's it going? You know how streaking grime can be used to rapidly dark line between panels? Is there a way to apply noosh so it wicks the same way? Rapidly. Well, remember, streaking grime is an enamel paint, so it behaves differently than an acrylic water-based paint does, right? So those two things are very different. Enamels do not behave like acrylics do, and vice versa. So right now I'm kind of focusing on all those areas where the leg or the arm or the parts of the model would be reflecting the ground. And I'm using that as a guide for putting some of these colors down. And you'll see as I get further on in painting this model in the metallic here that color will be all over. You can see how I'm kind of incorporating it on the bottom of the head there. I got I got to get used to the earlier time you guys on stream. It was perfect before deal. Yeah, defresh. That's kind of the tough thing, right? Is that we're in Arizona, and Arizona just we don't do daylight savings time, which is super weird on our end, right? It's just it makes it so that our stream, because we used to change it like a year or two ago. We used to adjust our schedule here to do the stream at a different time, and it caused so many problems for us internally with having to change it and do all that stuff, so that it would be, I mean, even 1 hour adjusted either way just made it really 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 weird. Moving from Washington to AZ, do you absolutely love not having to deal with daylight savings? It's definitely nice. It's a little weird though, because like part of the whole thing about daylight savings is it makes it so that as it gets darker later, you still have more light outside during the day. So for us, it starts getting dark really early, like super duper early during the day. Like I think it started to get dark around 6 o'clock, like 5 or 6 o'clock last night. So it's super duper early for us. Um, and that's kind of the one big adjustment that I had to get used to. It was very weird. Just super appreciative of the great products and painting tutorials. My ability has jumped a ton in the past year. Because of them, I'm really proud of what I can do. I can put out now, better than I ever hoped. Well, Shard, thank you so much for being such an awesome part of the community. It is you guys here in stream and all the rest of our wonderful community members who buy our stuff and love what we do that make us able to do all the fantastic things that we get to do here. So it's not just us, it's you guys too. So give yourselves a pat on the back too. George Hudson, etymologist from New Zealand, came up with the concept of daily savings. He proposed a 2-hour shift so that he could have more after work sunshine to go bug hunting in the summer. Exactly. Oh, the sleep through your alarm, yeah. Yeah. Just gotta Got to get used to those 2 time switches a year, which we don't have to deal with because.
Arizona.
Arizona. Hi, Jason.
Arizona, except if you're on the reservation up north, then you gotta do the time switch thing. For some reason, the reservation does daylight savings.
They just want to be on daylight savings time for some reason? That's weird.
You're fine with the fallback of DST. It's a spring forward that makes you sleep through your alarm. You'd be happier if you just didn't do any of it. Trust me.
Correct.
In Arizona, we don't do any of it, and it's great. Sugar Rush says, enjoy your hot, cold water, Arizona. There is that.
That does suck.
For half the year, you don't really know what cold water is.
That's true.
You just get it out of the refrigerator.
Yeah. That doesn't work for me.
Your youngest was baffled because it was dark as night after gymnastics. Yeah, Jen was like, wait a minute, it's only like 6:30 when we were done with dinner.
Yeah.
We were done with dinner. It wasn't even 7 o'clock. It was pitch black outside.
I had the same thought yesterday. I was like, I looked out the window and I was like, it's like 5:30. Why
Gates of paint, outside? Awesome. Thank you. George Hudson, an entomologist from New Zealand, came up with the concept of daylight savings. He proposed a 2-hour shift so he could have more after-work sunshine to go bug hunting in summer. And there's so many different people that have wives' tales and urban legends about where it came up from. I think it was a banking thing, according to everybody I know, when you dig in. There's no reason for it anymore. Technology has surpassed the need for daylight savings time. The world needs to get smart. Get off it. Arizona has proven we're all fine, or semi-fine, without any daylight savings time. There's a spike in traffic accidents twice a year after the time changes. Well, people gonna peep.
People gonna peep.
People gonna peep.
The most true sentence I've heard in my life.
There's also a spike in traffic accidents when it rains.
Yep.
You made daylight savings time so that all of you could suffer. Papa Chicken. You'd like to see a stat of the economical cost due to daylight savings time? I don't know. You can't abolish time zones. That one's tricky. Because you can't have it be 8 a.m. on both sides of the planet.
Yep.
Right? That one I understand. Time zones make sense.
Yeah, like, what are you going to do when it's 8 o'clock in the morning, or excuse me, 8 o'clock in the morning and it's pitch black outside? And you just go, this is not how this is supposed to be.
Well, yeah, Bloodwall. I'm a fan of getting rid of daylight savings. Just get rid of it. Everybody gets used to the way the world works, and it's fine. You know, it turns out that tractors on the farms have headlights so they can see in the dark anyway. They're up at 4 a.m., so who cares? Papa Chicken says, have you been working on Smaug at all? The answer to that would be no.
Nope. I've been painting this model.
Sugar Rush says, are we on track for Heavy Body Black Friday? No. Heavy Body paints will not come out until January at the earliest, by my assumption. That's what our target is. Route says, tell that to servers that always run on GMT. Source says, imagine telling someone that I start working at 8 p.m. and they just know. Yeah, but there's truth behind the fact that if you do not sleep during the cycles of the moon when you're supposed to, that you will have ailments that other people don't have. So you can't have it be work time for half the globe in the dark. That half of the globe will literally transition to sickness and death much earlier than the other half of the globe that sleeps at night. That is like proven science. Thick birthday paints.
Your body likes to be irradiated by the sun in small doses.
You're not saying we should abolish being awake during the new day, etc. So you're never going to win this argument, dude. Nobody is going to want to say that because that's going to be a different time for everywhere, right? Just have everybody keep working 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 8 to 5 around the world. And then I look at, because I have this wonderful device, well, I don't have it in my pocket, but I have this wonderful phone that imagine that you can grab it. And when you open it up, it has a clock. and that clock tells